For 1,000 generations, young Jedi Knights have dedicated their lives to preserving harmony and justice throughout the Galactic Republic. For millennia before the birth of Luke Skywalker, the brothers Ulic and Kay Keldroma were two who took up the Jedi way. Together with the Twi'lek taught Donita, they apprenticed to the wise Jedi Master Arca of Arcania. Another student of the Force was Nomi Sunrider, who chose to become a Jedi after the tragic death of her Jedi husband Andur. Nomi and her daughter Vima were thought to be Great Beast Jedi Master Thon of Umbria. Nomi and her daughter Vima were thought by the Great Beast Jedi Master Thon of Umbria. These renowned Jedi and others equally as valiant became enmeshed in dramatic and harrowing. These renowned Jedi and others equally as valiant became enmeshed in dramatic and harrowing events surrounding the reappearance of the dark teachings of the Sith, an ancient race of magicians long thought extinct. 400 years before Arca and Thon, a dark Jedi named Freedom Nad introduced the suppressed Sith teachings to the planet Onderon. Nad dark-side powers took hold of the isolated world and flourished unchecked until Master Arca brought together a band of Jedi to root them out. Now, Freedom Nad's living spirit has managed to confound the great old Jedi. On Onderon, under Arca's very nose, Nad has instructed two young aristocrats, Satal Keto and Alima, heirs to the throne of the Empress Tita system. Satal and Alima have returned to their homeworld as powerful initiates of the Sith Way. Elsewhere, other events are unfolding that will affect the future of the galaxy. On the planet Dantooine, a proud Jedi named Exar steals his master's holocron, curious to learn more about the legendary fallen Jedi Knights who were known as the Curious to learn more about the legendary fallen Jedi Knights who were known as the Dark Lords of the Sith. The holocron speaks. Hear me, O Jedi. It is an ill-fated time for Sith sorcerer Nagash Sadao. Exiled by his Dark Lord, branded a criminal by the Republic, he flees across the galaxy, desperate to escape. His antiquated Corsair passes under the Denari Nova, a rare double star. The guns of the Republic warship spell certain doom for this Sith adept and his confederates, but Sith magicians play by different rules. The gunships are closing, Master Salau. The crew is in readiness. Good. Steer our vessel between the Denari suns. It is time to remind the Republic of the power of the dark side. The smaller Denari star feeds on the gases stolen from its larger brother. Captain, they're heading between the stars. Can our shield survive the river of fire? Better than theirs can. Full ahead. Periodically, the natural order of the universe, great flares of burning gases, pass from one star to the other. However, the fleeing Sith care nothing for the natural order of the universe. Sir, the stars are becoming unstable. Pull up! Pull up! Indeed, the Sith sorcerers believe the order of the universe belongs to them. Nagasadao considers the death of the star system a small price for his own survival. According to their own holocron, the adept Nagasadao escaped the cosmic holocaust he created and vanished with his followers. Sadao was a member of an elite priesthood of pure Sith blood who were in rebellion against their rulers, the fallen Jedi, who wore the title Dark Lord of the Sith. The Dark Lords were powerful Jedi Knights who used the dark side of the Force to master the Sith people. Very true, some of the Jedi who became students of the Dark Way couldn't wait to be chosen or not chosen to succeed the reigning Dark Lord. One such was Freedom Mad. Mad roamed the uncharted systems until he found a world he could dominate, using the powers of the dark side. What world was that, Master Vodo? The Dark Lords were powerful Jedi Knights who used the dark side of the Force to master the Sith people. There could be but one Dark Lord at a time. This lineage was passed from one generation to the next. It is said their mummified remains are preserved forever on a hidden world in monumental temples they constructed to honor themselves. But Master Vodo, if there was only one Dark Lord at the time, weren't there other Jedi envious? But Master Vodo, if there was only one Dark Lord at a time, weren't other Dark Jedi envious? Onderon, my son, and why is the fate of a renegade Jedi of such interest to my greatest student? Master Vodo, I was only curious to see what you've been recording in your holocron. Curiosity can be rewarding, Exar Kun, but some teachings of the holocron are dangerous before you're ready. The Onderon system became, for several centuries, a focus of dark side power. Turn it off, you've heard enough. But Master, this hidden knowledge is meant for Jedi Masters. I wish you would concentrate on the things I chose to teach you. I don't understand, Master Vodo. Why can't I learn about the Sith? I think you underestimate me. After all, I have nearly completed my lightsaber training. A Jedi training in the Force never ends. When you have lived this discipline a few more years, perhaps, you can study the things of the dark side. Now, get Credo and Silvar. It is time to test your vaunted knowledge of the Jedi lightsaber. The Empress Theta system. Thank you for making the journey to our bleak outpost, Lord Keto. Chairman Bayras, you know we always enjoy this annual inspection tour. Named for the woman warlord who conquered and united its seven-world, Empress Theta is a prime source of raw carbonite, a volatile metal indispensable in the manufacture of faster-than-light engines. The descendants of Empress Theta continue to rule the seven worlds, but they have been forced to share power with the commercial interests that developed the carbonite mines. Chairman, another royal ship is docking, carrying Royal Tutor Koros and 6 students. An unscheduled field trip. Should I send them away? No, let them join us. I'm sure Lord and Lady Keto won't mind. On the contrary, Koros should know better than to bring children here during the Lord's inspection. It's not a problem as far as the mining guild is concerned, Lady Keto. Their presence here will be an educational experience for all of us, I'm sure. Now, let me continue. As you can see, the smelters are operating at peak efficiency, Lord Keto. With all the new starship construction, the demand for carbonite is higher than ever. As usual, you will receive a generous share of profits. As usual, we are pleased. The Carbonite Guild and the Teton Royalty are a tightly knit group, arrogant and ruthless. Their sons or daughters are a self-indulgent lot, with much leisure time on their hands and anger in their hearts. Hello, Father. Are you surprised? Tutor Chorus, why have you brought children here during the royal inspection? This is unforgivable breach of protocol. Don't pick on old Chorus, Father. He has something to show you. Go ahead, Chorus. Show Lord Keto what Alima did to your tongue. Many months ago, to amuse themselves, these bored young aristocrats began dabbling in the lore of primitive magic. They formed a secret society they called the Krath, after a demon from the fairy tales of their youth. On a trip to Crosscant and Onderon in search of dark side lore, Satel and Alima stumbled on Sith secrets. Suddenly, what started as a game has turned very serious. Alima, what is the meaning of this? Is this some disgusting joke? Great Tita, what's the matter with Chorus? It's nothing, Mother, really. Chorus just has a little indigestion. Maybe it was the Adegan eels he had for lunch. This is a violation of Guild Protocol. Security! From the Galactic Museum on Cross Current, Satel and Alima stole a book of ancient Sith spells. A source of long-forgotten power, the book can only be used by a Sith follower. Hearing the Sith were active on Onderon, they journeyed there to unlock the secrets of the book. On Onderon, they got more than they bargained for. They were introduced to the ways of the Sith by the dark spirit of Freedom Nab himself. Protectors, draw your weapons, take them prisoners! Lord Keto, you can't arrest your own children. I'm sorry, Magda, I have no choice. The real protectors are in for a rude surprise. Alima has a rapidly expanding talent for Sith illusions. Oh, silly swords! Why, look, they're not swords at all. That's it. It's all some kind of magic trick. Don't panic, men. The snakes aren't real. Oh, it's real. It's killing me. The Teton warriors, believing they have been savaged by live serpents, fall into catatonic shock. Satel, whatever you're doing, I order you to stop this at once. Shut up, father. Why are you always so pompous and cold? Come, my friends, bring the useless old things. They need to complete their inspection. What are you doing? Stop, please. Get back, all of you. Don't try to interfere. Alima's game of Sith illusion is about to turn quite deadly. Terrified by a powerful illusion, a carbonite worker stumbles back into a vat of molten carbonite. Lord Keto, hereditary ruler of Tita, is next, but he does not fall. He is carefully dipped. The political coup of the Krath is no joke. It was planned with villainous precision, worthy of dark side masterminds. I think you've discovered a new use for carbonite, Sitar. Yes, I have. Father, you've had your day. Now we'll have ours. Our willing cohort, General Volpe, informs me that the last of the company's smelters has surrendered to our willing cohort, General Volpe informs me that the last of the company's smelters has surrendered to our rule. Did Minister Harkins agree to our demands? Yes, he agreed to join us for dinner. The intrigue has been brewing ever since Satel and Alima returned from Onderon. Well before their field trip to the orbiting smelters, the young conspirators had the Teton military in their pocket. We had to obliterate 3 more cities on Kirek. They continue to insist on loyalty to my father even when he's hanging on my wall. And I located the secret meeting place of insurrectionists here in Kinaga. They were deprived of oxygen as they were making plans to storm the palace. What will we do about their families? Everyone who does not accept our authority should be publicly humiliated. We can feed them to our father's torture drawers. Sometimes the old ways are the best. Ah, here's good Master Chorus with more wine. About time. Where have you been, you old fungus? Do you want warm treatment again? Ever since Satel and Alima were children, Tutor Chorus has been charged with their education. Now they are the masters. some point in their experiments with Sith spells, the young Titan crossed an invisible threshold. They tapped into a strata of dark magic that grew more powerful and corrupted as it was used. Idiot! In fact, it has already begun to shatter their minds, transforming them into its willing servants, imbuing them with engines that offer more than illusion. Did you see that? Excellent. Let me try it next time. This is the age when tired old fathers and teachers must step aside for the powerful new blood. Send up another servant with more wine. Onderon. On a world once ruled by the dark side, Bauer's young Jedi Knights are enjoying a holiday high over the great walled city of Isis, where Freedom Nad once governed with an iron hand. The thoughts of Ulic Keldroma and Nomi Sunrider are far from the dark events of the past. Together with the Jedi Knights, Dace Tot, Donita, and Kurr Tok, they are learning to ride the great war beasts on Onderon. Ulic and Nomi Sunrider seem to be enjoying each other. It's a shame you have to send them off to war so soon, Master Arca. Yes, unfortunately all of you may soon return to battle. A political coup in the Empress Tita system seems to be connecting to the Freedom Nad uprising. The Tita system has now become our responsibility. Same time tomorrow, Ulic. Soon you'll be ready to race my beast warriors. I've got some bad news, my friends. I thought the Sith teachings that were active here had been contained. Apparently I was wrong. How's that possible, Master Arca? I know the Titan system. It's on the other side of the galaxy. To liberate Onderon, Jedi Master Arca assembled an exceptional band of young Jedis. Dace Diath of Tatooine. His father was a Jedi Master, Sindrorna Diath, killed in the Battle of the Basilisk. We have learned that 2 young Titans were on Onderon during the height of the uprising. They are Sotil Keto and Cousin Alima, heirs to the throne. Tot Donita Twi'lek Jedi, apprentice of Master Arca. Tot's family was captive aboard a slave ship liberated by Arca in his youth. Apparently they made contact with King Omne. I don't believe that 2 youngsters can reach the level of evil we saw in old King Omin, or in Freedom Nad. He initiated them to secret Sith magic. Shauneb Kulu and the Ilas Miraluka, her people. Shauneb Kulu of the Ilas Miraluka, her people, many of whom became Jedi, see only in the Force. Os Willem, a Bolton student of Master Thon of Ambra. In his youth, Os apprenticed to ancient Niti Master Garno, who passed on before Os completed his training. I'll bet they don't even understand what they've unleashed. And that can make them all the more dangerous. Kay Keldroma, brother of Ulic, the 2 brothers, were born of Alderaan to a great warrior family. Kay lost his arm to Queen Amuada's Darkside Paladins. Combined, Jedi and Republic forces will attempt to save the Titan worlds that are still resisting the coup. Lacequor, Tok, Os, Willem, and Shoneb, I want you to go to the Jedi stronghold on Ossus. Instruct the leaders on the Jedi and Republic leaders on what you saw here on Onderon. Naomi Sunrider will stay with me a while to receive a lesson in Jedi battle meditation. Then she and Ulic will fly directly to the Empress Tita system to lead the Jedi effort. Krutok, Nazak Prince, designer and builder of Jedi armor, a fearless warrior. It's been an honor to serve you, Master Arca. Ulic Keldroma and Nomi Sunrider, heroes of the Battle of Onderon. I'll ready the Nebulan Ranger, while you can instruct Nomi, Master. I'll ready the Nebulan Ranger, while you instruct Nomi, Master. And so a time of relaxation draws to a close. Master Arca spirits what know me away. And Dace Os Willem, Sharneb Kulu, and Krultok depart from the Jedi planet Ossus. I'll miss brave warriors and good friends. You know, Ulik, I was thinking, if Freedom Nad is really at the root of this Titan thing, we ought to check out all the Sith gear that King Omnin collected. Good idea, Kay. Let's go. In a storeroom in the new Jedi outpost, service droids are packing Sith artifacts for shipment to the Jedi archives on Ossus. Here's a strange one, Master Ulik. Thanks, T-12. Weird. It looks about 1,000,000 years old. Greetings, Jedi. Freedom Nad. Despite the removal of his remains to the Tsak moon, Dzxun moon, the spirit of the Dark Jedi still lurks on Onderon. I am here to warn you, you must not interfere with the work of the dark side. The Sith are destined to rise again. Nothing can prevent that. You talk big for a spirit. I thought Arca drove you away. Arca cannot interfere with the dead, nor can he help you poor Jedi to avoid your destiny. What are you talking about? You will be one of the great ones. And there is another, even greater than you. Dantooine, Master Vodo's world. Amidst peaceful ruins, the apprentices of Vodo Siosk Bosk are tested in the art of the lightsaber. You are the best of us, Exar Kun. I can't beat you. Foolish Credo. Speak those words, and you have lost already. Foolish Credo. Speak those words, or you have already lost. But Credo knows his own worth. He is no match for the fighting skills of Exar Kun. Frankly, it is no honor to defeat you, Credo. Will is half the willing. And I still say it is no dishonor to lose to you. Silva, don't worry about Credo. He'll be fine. It's your turn to test yourself against a swordsman who thinks so highly of himself. Gladly, Master. If Will is half the battle, then Silver has more than her share. Lover of Credo, she will take special pleasure in defeating Exar Kun. Their lightsabers clash with such force, the sound can be heard for kilometers. It's time you learned that animal Jedi are no match for humans. You insult the Cathar. Many great Jedi Masters have come from my world. Silver fails Master Vodo test when she gives vent to instinctive rage. But Exar Kun feels a rage of his own. He will carry the mark of Silver's anger forever. How dare you claw me? Get up. Take your weapon. We will duel as Jedi. You have fooled Master Vodo, but you don't fool me. You are no Jedi. I will show you. Exar Kun sees anger is not the way. Do you think anger will make you a great warrior? With the Force, Vodo can make his simple staff more powerful than Exar Kun's lightsaber. Are you a greater warrior than your teacher because of it? You are the Master, but only I know what I can do. Kun, catch! Prove your arrogance if you can. With a silent acknowledgement, exar accepts Trader's lightsaber and assumes a battle stance. You're sure you want to do this, Master? I would have put the same question to you, boy. Your high estimation of your own abilities betrays you, exar. With the skill of long experience, Master Vodo finds his opponent balance point and sends him flying. You're right. I am still the Master. A Master should not underestimate the one to whom he has given knowledge. Spotting the other lightsaber, exar reaches out with the Force to retrieve it. Are you all right, Master? Did he hurt you? Mighty Jedi, 2 lightsabers against my poor stick. Exar, you are the most formidable student I have ever had. But I sense something is missing in you. An empty place, hidden even from yourself. A place that remains unseen because no light escapes from that region of your heart. I only know my heart.
Onderon. It is more than a month since Master Arca dispatched Olik Keldroma and Nami Sunrider to organize a joint Jedi and Republic effort to restore peace to the Empress Tea. Onderon. It is more than a month since Master Arca dispatched Olik Keldroma and Nomi Sunrider to organize a joint Jedi and Republic effort to restore peace to the Empress Tita system. In the meantime, on Onderon, an ancient derelict starship is being converted into a Jedi outpost. It is the very ship that brought Freedom Nad to the planet 4 centuries before. As they supervise the completion of the outpost, Jedi Knights Kay Keldroma and Tot Donita are expecting an important visitor. He's a Jedi archaeologist. Says he's investigating Freedom Nad and the Sith. Is he coming to claim the Sith artifacts we found in King Omnim's lair? No, Master Arca said not to tell him as little as possible about the artifacts. Who is this Jedi? His name is Exar. May the Force be with you. I am Kun, Jedi archaeologist. Master Vodosios Kabas was my teacher. The Force be with you, Jedi. I am Kay Keldroma, and this is my Jedi brother, Tot Donita. I am told that you have recovered a trove of Sith artifacts. Is it true they belong to the fallen Jedi Freedom Nad? This is our Master Arca of Arcania has ordered them shipped directly to Ossus. This is so. Our Master Arca of Arcania has ordered them shipped directly to Ossus. But we can show you the city of Isis, where Freedom Nad held court. That won't do. This is imperative that an official archaeologist examine the find before it leaves the planet. Well, why don't you complain to Master Arca himself? Here he comes. Master Arca has tamed one of the great Duxon flying beasts as a pet, and as air transportation over the wild Onderon outlands. Master Arca, the Force be with you. I am Exar Kun, and I have come to Onderon to... I know why you are here. I am afraid we cannot help you. You must have spoken with my master Vodosios Kabas. He is unaware that I am now connected to the Academy of Jedi Archaeology. He thinks... No, I haven't spoken with your master. Everything I know about you I have learned through the Force. I know your fascination with the dark side things has already led you to a lie. You are no archaeologist. I think you ought to question your Force perceptions, Master Arca. Age sometimes plays tricks on the mind. Yes, and sometimes, as one grows older, the mind sees more clearly. You are not welcome on Onderon, Exar Kun. Nonsense. I am a Jedi Knight, and I am free to come and go as I please. I will begin my research without your help. He's heading his ship for Isis. I don't understand, Master Arca. Why isn't Exar welcome here? What he says is true. A Jedi is free to come and go as he pleases and to follow the path he has chosen. But I have other things on my mind just now. I've been informed that the joint Jedi and Republic forces will soon reach the Theta system. Ulik and Nomai are about to face a very great test. The Empress Theta system. Under the influence of the Sith teachings, rebellious young aristocrats Satal Keto and his cousin Alima have murdered their parents and staged a political coup. Calling themselves the Krath and using primitive dark side magic, they have instituted a reign of terror among the 7 Titan worlds. As Master Arca speaks, the Krath are moving an ancient military command station into position over Koros Major, the last planet to hold out against the coup. The assault ships of the Krath are unique to the Titan system, flying decks crammed with shock troops wearing ceremonial armor of the earlier time. After centuries of peace, the Titan worlds have felt no need to adopt the modern weapons that are changing the face of war throughout the galaxy. And the proud and fierce warrior classes of the 7 worlds have continued to train in the weapons of a glorious earlier day. The Titan warriors boast that their swords are a match for any hand weapon in the galaxy. Certainly against each other, neither side has a clean advantage. Now, the Krath rulers, Satal Keto and Alima, bring an even older and most sinister weapon to their reign of terror, sorcery, and mystical power. Alima has become proficient in using the dark side of the Force to alter her opponent's perception of reality. Tell me, Satal, what warrior can stand who believes his sword has ceased to be a sword? Even from the command station, high above the planet, Alima's Sith magic does its work. Karos Major is the last planet in the system to resist our will, Alima. This is the test of our power. If the proud soldiers of Koros Major can be confounded by Sith, magic certainly can take the Jedi themselves. That remains to be seen, Satal. Check the scanners. I think you're about to get your chance. The joint peacekeeping fleet of the Galactic Republic and the Jedi Knights emerges from hyperspace. Its goal is to protect Koros Major, the only Titan world still resisting the Krath coup. On board the Republic command ship Reliance Captain Vanicus with mission overseer Ulik Keldroma. Looks like we're too late to save Koros, Major Ulik. Perhaps, Captain Vinicius. Transmit your ceasefire order. Then we'll see if the new Titan leaders have any respect for galactic law. Lord Keto, we received a priority message on all channels. The Republic is demanding a ceasefire at once. Can I give our answer? No. Give them no response. We'll let the power of the ancient Sith speak directly to them. Are you ready, Alima? Yes, cousin, I'm ready. As the joint fleet takes up position surrounding the Krath command station, a fantastic counterattack begins. An alien life form, unseen for thousands of years, appear out of the dark well of night. These legendary creatures are said to have once roamed between the stars, preying on galactic space traffic. These legendary creatures are said to have once roamed between the stars, preying on galactic space traffic. Space grazers! I thought they were extinct. They'll destroy the fleet. Wait! What we're seeing are illusions. With her growing power of meditation, Nomi Sunrider senses the dark energies behind the attack. If each of you will listen to the Force, you'll sense the real attack. We are being assaulted with the power of the dark side of the Force. Onderon, exar on his own in the great city of Isis, wanders the teeming streets, seeking evidence of Onderon's ominous past. Keeping part of his attention focused on the Force, he finds himself inexplicably drawn to the plaza where two street philosophers named Nebo and Rask harangue a crowd. Hear me, people of Isis. Freedom Nad gives the city strength against the wild men and their beasts. As long as King Omin and Queen Dominoa carried on that noble rule, the great power of Freedom Nad remains with us. Now that the power has been taken from us, the hateful Jedi Knights, these meddlers have destroyed the ancient Onderon city. You're crazy, Nebo, just like your father! Darksiders, your day is finished! Down with the Nadists! Onderon is free of the curse of Nad! The people of Isis may justly oppose the return of Nadist politics to their city, but no Jedi can support the politics of mob rule. A Jedi! Let him through! He'll take care of these Nadists! No, I am here to see that justice is done. Why are you afraid to let these men speak? What kind of Jedi would save the lives of followers of Freedom Nad? Come with me, I believe you two can help me. After close interrogation of Nebo and Rask, and a promise of gold, a deal is struck. The two Nadists agreed to guide Exar Kun to the place where Arca has hidden their master's remain, on the Duxon moon. It is there, in the midst of the untamed lunar wilderness, that Master Arca built a tomb to last 1,000,000 years. Wait, here it will be safer. If this is in truth the tomb of Freedom Nad, you will be well rewarded. Since pre-evil times, the Dux Moon has belonged to monstrous creatures, savage devourers of any who dare intrude on their lunar preserve. Ah, yes, they told me about you. Obviously, Master Arca thought these Duxon beasts would provide natural guardians for the tomb. He thought wrong. But there is a second wall of protection around the Darksiders' remains. The tomb is constructed of Mandalorian iron. My master taught me that a lightsaber can cut through anything. Barely scratched. What is this mausoleum made of? As Exar Kun adjusts his lightsaber to its highest intensity, he feels a sudden chill. Standing on the threshold of the future, Exar Kun senses a power moving around him, a power that wants to help him. The tomb is breached, the darkness within is a palpable evil. As he beholds the sarcophagi of King Omin and Queen Aminoa and Freedom Nad, the young Jedi feels profound misgivings. Exar Kun seems to hear Master Vodo warning him to turn back. But months ago, the choice was made to investigate the forbidden secrets of the dark side. Freedom Nad! Foolish young Jedi, what kind of madman are you who dares to violate my final resting place? Your fascination with the dark side things will get you in grave trouble. You're not real. You're a spirit. Yes, and a spirit can give a gift, something to set you on your true path. Beneath the husk of the former self there lies a secret. Take the corpse out of the sarcophagi. Do it! Exar Kun hesitates as he again seems to hear the voice of his old master warning him, and then he obeys the command of the dark side spirit. There, take these scrolls, written by the hand of the Dark Lord who was my master. My Lord's words will guide you to the last home of the Sith. There you and I will meet again to begin the awakening. But Nebo and Rask have other ideas. All right, Jedi, Team Desecrator, give us the scrolls. As he confronts the two zealots, Exar Kun feels a wave of dark power from behind him, igniting his anger. Not on your life! The anger, it was on me like lightning. Master Vodo, what have I done? Exar is gratefully disturbed by the ease with which Freedom Nad's dark side power touched him, and the ease with which he accepted it. There is a sense of relief as he soars away from the Duxon moon, and there is also a growing excitement in him. The Sith scrolls are safely in his possession. Great secrets await to be learned. The Empress Tita system, in their youthful arrogance, Seatel and Alima assume that fear will drive off the Jedi. But realizing the attack of the Space Gazers is a dark side hallucination, the joint forces of the Republic move in to storm the Krath Command Station. Ulik, the dark side energy is intensifying. Prepare for anything. Yes, we all feel it. It is concentrated in the command station. Whoever is in there has to be taken into custody as soon as possible.
They're ignoring my lovely mind form, Seatel. What are we going to do?
Something they don't expect, of course. All I need is a little more of your magic. Captain, the Chaos team's ready. Ready, Lord Kito? With a thunder of engines, a swarm of Fear Chaos fighters emerges from the Titan command station. Republic Fleet Captain Vanicus is itching for a good fight. Battle stations, fire on my signal!
Wait, the ships aren't real. It's another illusion. I'm touching the mind of a woman. She's creating images of attack ships.
I've got her. Fingers of bright force seem to tear apart Alima's very thoughts.
No, leave me alone, no!
What is it, cousin? What is it?
It's all right. Your illusions are fading.
But it's all right. Your illusions are fading, but as I said, all we need was a little help. The pilots I have placed under my command will do the rest. The Joint Jedi and Republic peacekeepers realize too late they've been tricked. Yes, many ships are illusory, but many more are real. Shields up! The Chaos ships are diving straight at us. Seatel Kito's hypnotonic will has turned the Krath Chaos teams into living weapons. Even the command ship Reliance is hit. The cannon in this breach to secure the atmosphere field. As the burning Chaos fighters lodges into a bulkhead, Oleg Keldroma is hit by flying slag.
Oleg, hold to the light. I'm going to pull out this shrapnel.
I don't think it hit any vital organs.
It's my fault. I fell for their trap.
I'm ordering a retreat. The ship's okay. We can make it back to base. We've got to rethink this whole operation.
Oleg, if you hear me, push the dark power away. This wound will heal. It has to heal.
Many light years away, aboard his ship, Starstorm 1, Exar uses an electronic translator to examine the ancient scrolls given him by the Spirit of Freedom Nad. Once the Dark Jedi had dominated the Sith, they treated to subvert the very existence of the Republic. Their power was greatly feared, and the Sith were marked for extermination. Fascinating. No wonder Master Vodo didn't want to teach me about the Sith. Persecuted for their knowledge that was feared by lesser men, they wandered from system to system, leaving a trail of myths and legends. And the world Korriban was to be their final resting place.
Geneva, from every sector of the galaxy, thousands of Jedi Masters and Jedi Knights converge on the Red Planet to debate momentous events. The Jedi Knights gather in large numbers only in times of great danger. This is such a time. Bold young magicians calling themselves the Krath have used ancient Sith magic. Bold young magicians calling themselves the Krath have used ancient Sith magic to murder their parents and take political control of the Empress Tita system. A joint Jedi Republic task force attempted to quell the Krath terror attacks on the Titan worlds and met with monstrous and venomous response. Now, against all galactic tradition, the Krath have arrogantly declared war on the Jedi Knights. Master Arca, despite all the appeals of the Galactic Senate, the brutal atrocities continue in the Empress Tita system. Yes, the Krath have unleashed the dark side with great malevolence. The Jedi are determined to bring the Krath to justice, but among the gathering on Mount Meru, few have foreseen the far greater disturbance that is about to divide the galaxy. Take your places, please. Let us begin the meeting. Master Odan Ur, the respected spokesman, has presided over the Jedi assemblies for 6 centuries. A telepathic alien, Odan Ur, officiates by contacting the entire company of the A telepathic alien, Odan Ur, officiates by contacting the entire company in the Force. If a Jedi wishes to be recognized, he must silently make known his intention. Pondering the past and the future, Odan Ur waits for the great assemblance to come to order. Master Odan Ur, the respected spokesman, has presided over the Jedi assemblies for 6 centuries. A telepathic alien, Odan Ur, officiates by contacting the entire company in the Force. If a Jedi wishes to be recognized, he must silently make known his intention. Pondering in the past and the future, Odan Ur waits for the great assemblage to come to order. Your wound, why isn't it healed, Ulik? It's not a natural injury, Nomi. I'm sure we were bombarded with Sith magic when that chaos fighting hit the command deck. The Jedi prophecies predict a great conflict with the dark side. The Jedi prophecies predict a great conflict with the dark side. Sure they do, Shawnib, but it's not supposed to begin for another 1,000 years. The prophecies are notoriously vague. I could happen at any time. They scroll talk. Were you at the Battle of Koros Majar? Sure were. Our command ship took heavy casualties, but we gave as good as we got. I flew with the Republic strike team. We downed 50 of those clunky chaos ships. Where's Vodo? Late as usual. Vodo, in great torment these days. One of his students left him to seek forbidden knowledge. No good will come of it, I'm sure. Korriban. Not every Jedi has joined the assembly of Diniba. The very Jedi apprentice of whom Master Arca speaks is on another world. He is exar. His obsessive curiosity about the dark side of the Force has led him to do archaeological research in the ancient Sith. He is exar. His obsessive curiosity about the dark side of the Force has led him to do archaeological research into the ancient Sith. Led by antique scrolls and the spirit of renegade Jedi Freedom Nad, exar. Arrives at the final resting place of many Sith Lords. This valley is filled with secrets, but where do I begin? These archaic buildings are reeking with power. I sense many unquiet spirits. Despite his misgivings, Khon's appetite for forbidden knowledge leads him on, through a landscape strewn with the dead. These poor fools no doubt came here to rob the temples. But what killed them? As if someone has sensed the intruder's presence, dark side energies whirl around the long-dead space pirates. And what or who makes them alive? Obviously, the guardian spirits of this world can tell the difference between friend and foe. Nad, is it you? Why am I being attacked? This is the Sith greeting for Tom Rober's magic and machines. Created them when the tombs were built. Take refuge in the great temple. I will protect you. You can feel the potency of this place? Yes, there's immense darkness here, and anger. I need to think about this. I'd better go back to my ship. Like the rest of the planet, the Stone Temple is a place of brooding oppressive violence that has slept for too long. Ah, how unfortunate. The entrance is sealed behind. Only one way to go, my friend. Ahead to the future. Geneva. At the Great Assembly on Mount Meru, Master Oden Ur singles out Oleg Keldroma and Nomi Sunrider. You've all heard of the future of the Joint Republic and Jedi mission. Many are asking if enough military force was used. You've all heard of the failure of the Joint Republic and Jedi mission. Many are asking if enough military force was used. I am Nomi Sunrider. My friend Ulik and I led the task force. Ulik has been made watchman of the Titan worlds. Let him tell you his plan. You failed us once, Keldroma. Are you experienced enough to lead us in war? The Galactic Senate and many of you would like to respond to the Krath with overwhelming military force. I have a different idea. A war with the armies of the Krath might last for years. Many Jedi will die. What will be gained by the bloodshed? We will have a slain thousand, and perhaps we will restore the democratic government to the Titan system. What will be gained by this bloodshed? We will have slain thousands, and perhaps we will restore the democratic government to the Titan system. Meanwhile, the Krath will survive, their dark powers intact. The Sith evil will once again spread like a sickness through the galaxy. May I speak, Keldroma? The spokesman has not recognized you, Shayoto. Let him speak. Thank you, Arco. Does anybody remember the Voltar cataclysm? Or the Gank massacres? I do. I have lived a long time, a very long time. My masters also lived many centuries, and his master before him. My master told me about the 100-year darkness and the great hyperspace war. He taught me how the agents of the dark side do their evil works. The Darksiders act in complete secrecy until the leaders of society have fallen to their evil seductions. Then they strike with great suddenness, bringing down civilizations it took eons to build. These servant droids are acting strange. No one disagrees with you, Shayoto. The Krath conspiracy must be torn out, but its roots before
The Krath conspiracy must be torn out by its roots before it can spread out to other systems. But the only way that will happen is if one of us joins the Krath and learns the secrets that have possessed them and made them powerful. No! Such an attempt will end in disaster. For you and for all of us. Unthinkable, Keldroma. Better to fight the dark powers as Master Thon did on Ambria.
Thon didn't extinguish the dark side on Ambria. He only confined it. So shall we. A fall of light created by many Jedi joined together can push them back. Oleg, my son, how many times have I said it? There's the way of the Jedi, and there is the dark path, which leads only to destruction.
Korriban. Amazing. What is this place?
A mausoleum for vanquished enemies. Exar Kun, sealed within the crystals, are the spirits of Jedi Masters who opposed the ancient Sith and lost. Perhaps they have suffered enough. Perhaps it is time for us to liberate these long-dead Jedi. Perhaps it is time to liberate you, Exar Kun.
It takes little effort for Freedom Nad to trigger the release of cataclysmic energy in the powerful place.
It takes little effort for Freedom Nad to trigger the release of cataclysmic energy in this powerful place, shattering the Great Crystal, annihilating the Jedi spirits trapped within, and smashing Exar Kun's bones in 100 places. Help me, please, I'm not ready to die. What? A Jedi not ready to face death? If you want to live, there is a power that can save you. Accept the dark side of the Force. Let its fathomless energy flow into you. So must surrender to the dark side. No, no, Master Vodo, Master Vodo.
Exar Kun's profound anguish resonates through the Force. Many distant Jedi sense it, but only one Jedi recognizes it as the cry of his own apprentice.
Oh, Exar Kun, it is as I predicted. Darkness has found you.
Elsewhere, on Vodo's ship, his Cathar apprentices are enjoying their love for one another. Elsewhere, on Vodo's ship, his Cathar apprentices are enjoying their love for one another. Silver, let's marry and return to Cathar. With the knowledge we have learned from Master Vodo, we will become renowned among our people. I love you, Credo, and I will gladly bear your whelp, but I am a Jedi forever. Credo, Silvar, will you take the controls? We are approaching Geneva. Something terrible has happened to Exar Kun. I must help him if I can. The Meru spaceport has cleared us for landing, Master. How is it possible to help Exar at this distance, Master? I must try to mediate in the light. Draw its protection around him. I must meditate in the light. Draw its protection around him. Exar Kun. Exar Kun. You're an old fool, Bodobas. My power on your apprentice now. The power of the ancient Sith. My power is on you. Vodo is thrown to the deck as Freedom Nad hatred lashes out at him. Master! I'm all right. It is your Jedi brother, Exar Kun, who is in mortal danger. Poor little Jedi. Vodo cannot help you at such a great distance. No one can help you except yourself. Your skeleton is shattered. There's no much time. Do you want to live? There's not much time. Do you want to live? Yes. Very well. Then surrender to the dark side. No. No. All right, yes, I accept. You say the words, but you do not open yourself. I accept your terms, damn you. You are lying. Unless you speak truthfully, the darkness cannot accept and help you. I accept. Surrender to the dark side or you will die. I said I accept. Good. Then be healed. What kind of healing can come from the dark side of the Force? Exar Kun's fractured bones knit, and strength returns. But nothing is as it was before. At that moment on Deniba, as Master Arca addresses the Jedi Assembly, he stops in mid-speech. Ulik, listen. A sound like a man being eaten alive, or is it the wind? We've landed, Master. Do you hear the strange scream? That's Exar's voice. I know it. Yes, the sound of the Hard is the first echo of a storm that will consume the galaxy. Yes, the sound you heard is the first echo of a storm that will consume the galaxy. This is indeed a critical moment, for the Jedi and the Dark Forces seem to gain the ascendancy everywhere at once. Secreted amongst the Jedi ship over Deniba, a Teton Corsair releases a barrage of life pods. The pods strike the planet's surface with the force of meteors and open to reveal an army of finely constructed war droids. Simultaneously, amidst the assemblage, modified servant droids unveil weapons and turn on their Jedi masters. I thought there was something wrong with these droids. Almost immediately, Nomi Sunrider's child Vima is scooped up. Mama! Then before Nomi can react, the kidnapper is brought to justice. Thank you. Who are you? Silver, apprentice of Vodo Bask. And you must be Nomi Sunrider. I've heard of you. 1,000 valiant Jedi give no quarter to the diabolical 1,000 valiant Jedi give no quarter to the diabolical machines. A light stife will take care of these guys. Hand weapons aren't needed, Kroll talk. A gentle tug of the Force can short-circuit their internal mechanisms. In the battle of men and machines, Master Arca learned his technique years ago during the Great Droid Revolution on Kruskan. The younger Jedi are still not versed in the subtle uses of the Force. You'll have to teach us that one, Master, when this is over. They must resort to more direct means to defend themselves against droids that were built to murder. The evil droids are also programmed to single out the strongest Jedi for clandestine attack. Ulik, my son, throw yourself forward. Thank you, Master. You saved my life. Just be careful. A Jedi is as fallible as any man. You must learn to sense even the threats you can't see. A Jedi never knows when... Master Arca! Master, the droid was behind you. I should have seen it. Jedi Blasters quickly dispatches the assassin. But a Jedi Master is fallen. Master, it's my fault. The enemy has found me, Ulik. But the enemy knows only darkness. I know what the enemy does not. I know the light. On Duniba, amidst the carnage of battle, a great Jedi Master passes to the nameless realm of his ancestors. Across the galaxy, on Korriban, a broken Jedi receives life. Freedom, Nad. How can this be? The dark side has healed me, made me whole. Freedom, Nad. How can this be? The dark side has healed me, made me whole. The dark side has made you more than whole, more than you yet know. Such is the power of the Force. Yes, the Force, but I will never belong to the dark side. Once you accept it, the dark side is with you forever. As it is with these great dark lords of old. This is the last resting place of many of the ancient lords of the Sith, their bodies preserved by their own powers. This is astounding. I can read these Sith hieroglyphs now. You'll understand many forgotten things. For instance, it is said that many centuries ago a great Sith magician named Nagasadao learned how to give flesh to departed spirits. He quarreled with the reigning Dark Lord. He was sentenced to die. He and his many followers tried to hide on the fourth moon of Yavin. Sadao is gone and his followers have developed primitives, but his power and all the artifacts on his alchemy remain there undisturbed. I want you to go to Yavin 4. There you will complete your research. But first, the spirits of the ancients have asked me to test your commitment to the dark side. My lightsaber! Give back my lightsaber! As exar stands defenseless, guardian creatures leap down from the tombs. They exist only to serve their long-dead masters. Khan is not prepared to face further tests. Nad, stop this! Help me! Help yourself. Use the power you have been given today. Help yourself. Use the power you have been given today. The creature's teeth at his throat. Khan attempts to retrieve his weapon with the Force, but the light side is mysteriously blocked. Master Vodo, forgive me. I must live. Exar has only one option. He's taken that option before, and each time he has taken it more easily, with more confidence. He takes it now. The power of anger. A river of rage flows unimpeded through Exar and he easily demolishes the Tomb Guardians. As the last Guardian dies, a spectral voice resonates over the mummified remains of the ancient Dark Lords of the Sith. He is ready, Nad. They approve. Make your ship ready. Yes, I'm going to Yavin 4, but unlike you, I will never be seduced by the dark side. Oh, but you already have. You already have. Deniba, a battle is over. This droid was built in the Titan system. The Krath planned this attack. Your master is gone. What will you do now, Oleg? Nomi, I will do what I said I would do. I will destroy the Krath from within. But Oleg, my own master told me that a Jedi who takes up the path of the dark side is no longer a Jedi. He who learns the dark way will become infected with darkness. His judgment will become clouded and will forget the good things he learned. If a Jedi persists in this attempt to bridge the two divergent roads, he will be torn apart in his very being. Oleg, you are a great Jedi. I believe you will choose the right course. I know you will. How can you know what I'm feeling? Arca saved my life and I let him die. If I had been a true Jedi, Arca would be still alive. Please, no. Please do not underestimate the power of the dark side. At all costs, do not underestimate the power of the dark side. Despite the wise warnings of Nami Sunrider, Oleg Keldroma is determined to seek out the murderous hurt of evil and bring it to judgment. I will do this for Master Arca, for all the Jedi Knights, and for the good of the Republic. Oleg Keldroma will conquer the dark side of the Force. Abandoning the mausoleum of the Dark Lords on Korriban, the Jedi exar Kun vaults across hyperspace aboard his ship, Starstorm 1. He is following the trail of long-dead Sith magician Naga Sadow. His search brings him to an obscure moon, one of dozens orbiting the gas giant Yavin. There, an alien race called the Masasasi stand eternal watch over temples built by their ancestors. The ruined temples of Yavin 4 are strangely familiar, but much like the Sith tombs of Korriban. The ruined temples of Yavin 4 are strangely familiar, much like the Sith tombs of Korriban. Ma mamma dov'è? Welcome to the Yavin Moon, Exar Kun. Great power is locked in these temples. You will need my help. Let there be an understanding between us. That's Freedom Nad's voice. His spirit arrived here ahead of me. I don't want your help, old dark side ghost. Exar Kun, beware. The Masasasi who protect these temples are mutated descendants of ancient Sith. They are the offspring of Naga Sadow's Sith alchemy. His magic has made them powerful beyond beings. His magic has made them powerful beings filled with violence. They're worthy of being mastered by one such as you. Return to the palatal tomb Arca built for you, Nad. I want nothing more to do with you. Return to the palatal tomb Arca built for you, Nad. I want nothing to do with you. Very well, so be it. Nad wasn't lying. I sensed life forms moving towards me. The dark side of the Force is strong here. The purpose of Naga Sadow's alchemy was to create a race of warriors to forever stand guard over his legacy. His work proved more than sufficient. The Masasasi are no longer as intelligent or civilized as their ancestors. But they use the dark side of the Force with the skill to guide and control their primitive weapons. As the whirling discs overtake him, Exar Kun reaches for his Jedi power to shield himself. But again, as in the tomb of Korriban, the light side is blocked by his own choice for the dark side. Dozens of Masasasi swarm over Kun's ship, Starstorm 1, stripping bright components to use as boldly decorations. As a second wave of ferocious aliens emerges from the thick Yavin forests. Yesterday, on Korriban, his body broken in 100 places, Exar Kun surrendered to the dark side of the Force, so that he might live. Now, on Yavin 4, he is learning the consequences of his faithful choice. The dark side of the Force is all he has. The Masasasi warriors kneel to their temple priest, Zintrum, who has emerged from 12 years of solitude to inspect the intruder. He is the one we have waited for. Bring him to the Temple of Fire. The fool, I have given him everything, and he still pretends nothing has changed. I made certain his seduction was complete. Exar Kun will use the dark side. That is his true power now. Ossus, the Great Jedi Library. Here it is, Caldroma, the first... Come parla un albero?
Non so, qualcosa tipo oppure po, non so come dire, il legno che si rompe. È difficile.
Yeah, it is Caldroma, the definitive history of the Empress Theta system.
Carino.
Here it is Caldroma, the definitive history of the Empress Theta system. Thank you, Master Ode. When I journey to Theta to infiltrate the Krath, I want to know everything about the people I'll be dealing with. Well, this book should do it. It was written by the old warrior empress himself in the 17th century here. Oleg, my master still thinks you are making a terrible mistake by trying to conquer the dark side of... Oleg, my master still thinks you are making a terrible mistake by trying to conquer the dark side from within. Master Thon is wrong, Nomi. What I am doing will be difficult, yes, but any Jedi who runs away from an opportunity to battle the dark side is a rank coward. Strong words, my son, for one who is neither old nor wise. Before you go, I'd like to meet one of the oldest and wisest. He has something to show you. His name is Master Ondur. Greetings, Jedi. I am the Keeper of Antiquities. This is a very rare Sith holocron. In it, we find the Sith's own words, their teachings, and the histories of their Dark Lords. Here, for instance, is the story of a Jedi who chose to learn the ways of the dark side. Like you, he believed the dark side could be conquered from within. Such was not to be. The dark side seduced him utterly, and anger became his path. In the end, he turned against his own master. Ulic is stunned by the images of a Jedi Knight murdering his own teacher. Why do you show me this? What does it have to do with me? Is this how you demonstrate your disapproval of my choice? I need your understanding, not your disapproval. Because of my failure, my master died at the hands of the evil Krath. Arca was a very great Jedi. If such beginning magicians could kill him, what will they do to the rest of us? What will they do to you? Oleg, Master Oden-Or wants to warn you about the dark side of the Force. Nomi, can't you see someone has to prevent this evil from injecting the galaxy as it did in ancient times? These masters prefer to do nothing. You are determined, young man. The Jedi Masters have offered their wisdom. The rest is up to you. Now go. May the Force be with you. Of course they are wise, but they are helpless. It's been so long since the Sith were defeated. The Jedi have grown complacent. Oleg, look, there's Kay. Oleg, are you still planning that crazy trip to Tita? While Nomi Sunrider sees to her child, Oleg and Kay walk the parapets of the Great Library. I want to go with you, Oleg. We're brothers. We need to fight together. I go alone, Kay. I must prevent the great bloodshed that war would begin, that war would bring. The only way is to learn the Krath Sith magic and somehow neutralize it. Oleg, I have a bad feeling. I think you should call off this mission. We'll find another way to deal with the Krath. How can you say that after what they did to Arca? I'm leaving at dawn, Kay. Don't try to follow me. Stang, Oleg. I'll never see you again. I just know it. Hey, don't be stupid, kid. Everything will work out fine. We'll be joking about this together in a few months. After a night of study, Oleg embarks for Tita aboard the freighter Kerstel Nova, captured in a battle with space pirates near Tanab. How do you plan to get close to the Krath? Disguised as a smuggler, I should be able to enter the city of Kinagar. Once I'm in, I'll watch for my chance. Please let me help you in some way. I can visit you in Kinagar and report on your progress to Master Thon. No, I tell you the same thing I told you, my brother. Don't follow me. A goodbye kiss becomes something more, and Nomi remembers another embrace. By the power of darkness, her husband Andor was murdered. Now Oleg Keldroma has begun to fill the void in her heart, but she does not know that when she sees Oleg again, he will be changed beyond old recognition. Yavin 4. The heart of the great Sith Temple of Fire. A Jedi Knight is the honored guest at the Masasasi blood sacrifice. His name is Exar Kun, and he was trained in the ways of the light. Now he wonders why his powers have abandoned him. For all he can find is a great darkness welling out of the secret places of his heart. Tremendous energies are concentrated in these half-ruined temples. As Masasasi priest Zith Minr holds up an ancient Sith amulet, the energies increase. Exar Kun's insatiable curiosity has led him to this moment. Is death to be the end point of his research? No, these barbaric rituals do not impress him. He feels no fear, none at all. Not death, but some great destiny is unfolding. This is the realm of Nagasadao. Kun knows that everything he seeks to understand will now be revealed in this temple of power. The Masasasi elders fall entranced, muttering dark conjurations under ancient broken statues. Their chants are heard. Torrential power is released. A throbbing beat fills the temple, and the smell of burning flesh. And then more power. Kun senses a presence. Something ancient and evil has marked his coming. He remembers the words spoken by Master Vodo's holocron. Nagasada was a magician of pure Sith blood, who was in rebellion against the Sith rulers, those fallen Jedi who wore the title Dark Lords of the Sith. Freedom Nad said that Nagasada was sentenced to die by the reigning Dark Lord. The magician Sadao and his followers hid on the fourth moon of Yavin, where he practiced his alchemy undisturbed. This is Yavin 4. This is the realm of Nagasadao. Now, a thing created by Shadow's alchemy has awakened.
Cos'è?
Stanno gonfiando un castello di... Sai quelli che si gonfiano, tipo castelli gonfiabili? Lì, sotto.
Ciupapingo.
Credo che stiamo facendo una questa gonfiabile.
Faresti un caffè, per favore? Sinagar, ruling city of the Empress Tita system. Under the reign of Satal Kito and Alima, Sinagar has become a wretched hive of persecution and dread. Ever since they attacked the Jedi Assembly on Diniba, the Krath have become increasingly vigilant. Ulik Keldroma's arrival in Sinagar is not as secret as he had hoped. I tell you, he is a Jedi. I can sense his intentions. He wants something from us. I'll issue an order. He'll be dead in an hour, Alima. No, Satal, I find him interesting. I think I can find a use for him. I think he can teach us things. Tomorrow is our public execution ceremony. Perhaps he will make his own move then. Not all inhabitants of the worlds of the Empress Tita system have accepted the iron-fisted rule of Satal and Alima. Next day, in the city's central plaza, Ulik Keldroma is witness to the dark justice of the Krath. Some of you carbonite traders have dared to resist our rule, even though you knew that resistance is futile. Alima's public demonstration of her powers has a purpose the people of Tita must be shown. Rebellion will not be tolerated. And now, you Farng, you're a smart trader. Do you want one last chance to obey the Krath? Others may capitulate to your evil. I prefer to die. Very well, then. I submit to your wishes. You may die. No, vile sorcerers, it is you who will die. One knife, hurled boldly, signals the attack, and trained assassins leap from the crowd. The carbonite miners declare their freedom. Death to dark side tyrants. A citizen revolt is met ahead on by Alima and her Titan warriors, but the odds don't look good for the Krath rulers. Ulik Keldroma knows that if Satal and Alima die now, their dark side secrets will not die with them. His plans to infiltrate the Krath will come to nothing. The Sith malignancy will continue to fester and grow as it did in ancient times. By the name of Arca, this is not the time to relax Jedi resolve. Indeed, he is fortunate that such an opportune moment has arrived to win the favor of the Krath. Impulsively, without further thought of consequence, Ulik leaps into fray, ready to sacrifice these rebellious miners who are already doomed to fail. At the last moment, he hesitates. To strike now means no turning back. A moment of doubt, a glimpse of the future, is brushed aside. He must save Alima. How would he know she planned the whole thing? Within moments of Oleg's heroic action, Krath security forces subdued the mob.
Thank you, whoever you are. You have saved my life. I sense the Force is strong in you.
I did what any Jedi would do.
Yes, I should have known. I had always admired the Jedi Knights. Continue with the execution, swtor.
I'm looking forward to it. Yavin 4, the gust at the sacrifice, has become the victim.
Exar Kun, didn't I warn you? This is no longer a test. This creature is death itself. Nad, is that you? Yes, it is. I used the dark side of the Force as I have taught you. Naga Sadow knew the prophecies. He hated the Dark Lords. He feared your coming. He spawned monsters with his alchemy to destroy you. Focus your anger through the amulet. It is not mere decoration. It is a dark side weapon. What amulet?
As the alchemical miscreation squeezes the light out of him, a realization dawns on Exar Kun. He must let go of the past. Forget the pathetic Jedi way. Give in his true power, the power of rage.
Nad, I hate you!
Suddenly finding he can speak the Sith tongue, Exar Kun reaches towards the focus of power. And the Sith amulet soars towards its rightful owner. And the Sith amulet soars towards its rightful owner. With a clash of iron, the amulet clamps itself to his arm. Exar Kun suddenly feels his rage multiply 1,000 times, then 100 times. Exar Kun suddenly feels his rage multiply 1,000 times, then 100,000 times. Good, did I not say it? The dark side is all. Yes, Nad, I believe I begin to understand. What Exar Kun understands is that dark rage that fills his own heart can be focused in this amulet, unleashing tremendous energies. Energies that can be turned against the evil of Naga Sadow. The dark energy keeps increasing. I can't control it. I can just barely direct it. My hand of flesh is burned, but I feel no pain. With every pulse of his anger, the amulet doubles the power of its discharge, and each blast consumes another of Naga Sadow's horrors. The long-dead monstrosity is vanquished. Long-dead Naga Sadow is defeated. The Masasasi honor Exar Kun as if he had lifted a great curse. Exar Kun is perplexed. He knows he was barely able to control the power of the amulet. Indeed, it has almost destroyed him. Freedom Nad is pleased. Excellent. You have won the hearts of the Masasasi. Now, my son, you will begin the alchemical work so that I can be reborn into a new body. Excellent, you have won the hearts of the Masasi. Now, my son, you will begin the alchemical work so that I can be reborn into a new body. I'm not your son. We must find the old Sith magician's laboratory and revive his lost arts together. Freedom Nad, I've had enough of you guiding me, testing me. Nonsense. Let's get to work. I am hungry to reacquire flesh and life and power. Power? Yes, there is power. Following the impulse of anger, Exar Kun turns the amulet against his mentor. As he dies a second death, Nad reaches out in desperation to others he has led down the dark path. Sinagar in the citadel of the Krath. You have drugged him. So what are we going to do with this Jedi, Alima? Do you intend to keep... You have drugged him. So what are we going to do with this Jedi, Alima? Do you intend to keep him as a pet? His name is Ulic Caldroma. He claims to have fallen from the Jedi way. He will be a great help to us, swtor. I think he's a spy who could hurt us, cousin. Freedom, Nad. My children, I come to warn you, it is not Caldroma you must fear. Beware of Exar Kun. He has acquired great Sith powers and he has ambition without limit. I now declare it, Exar Kun is a pretender to the Sith legacy. The real power of the Sith rests with you three. On Yavin 4, Nad's spirit surrenders to utter annihilation. And Exar Kun ponders the mysteries of the dark side of the Force. And I tell you, Caldroma has been sent by the Jedi Masters. He is a spy. He will betray us. Freedom Nad said Sith power rests in him. You've seen it yourself, swtor. Caldroma has much to teach us. I want you to let him go. Sinagar, deep beneath the Iron Citadel, where the enemies of the Krath received their political education. You want him for your foolish pleasure games, Alima. You are losing sight of our goals. And you are confused with stupid jealousy. Can't you see the advantage of this man presents if he betrays the Jedi? Oh, he'll betray the Jedi, all right, my way. Ulic Caldroma, I am only a humble tortured droid, while you are a great Jedi Knight. My masters are pleased that you have chosen to join the noble Krath, but claims of your loyalty must be tested and verified. What did you hope to accomplish by coming here? Was it your intention to betray us to the Jedi Knights? I told you I no longer serve the Jedi. I came to Sinagar to learn the ways of the dark side. Yes, my cousin mentioned it. A fallen Jedi. I don't happen to believe you. A Sith curse on you, swtor. If you kill him, I'll never forgive you. Oh, he doesn't have to die. If his Jedi power can neutralize Sith poison. swtor's attack pulls Ulic out of his delirium and provokes a massive impulse of Force energy that blasts the young Jedi free of the droid's embrace. But the poison acts quickly. That's enough, swtor. You've done enough. He is powerful, isn't he? You almost killed him, but he's mine now. I do with as I please. To do with as I please. I will make him one of us. You'll see, he'll become a great ally of the Krath. All right, have it your way. Frankly, I don't really care. Yes, I will find a way to use this Ulic Caldroma to expand our power across the galaxy. Nargar helped me move him to my chambers. Yes, Majesty. Yavin 4. On the verdant jungle moon, another protege of Sith magic is learning the meaning of power. By lifting the curse of Naga Sadow, Exar Kun has become the leader of the Massassi. The Massassi believe that this Jedi is the returned Dark Lord of the Sith, foretold in their legends. But Kun cares less for the titles than he does for power itself. He has ordered the Massassi to build temples according to the ancient Sith designs, temples which will focus great dark side energies in this place. When Kun arrived on Yavin 4, the Massassi attacked him and destroyed his ship, Starstorm 1. But now he is their master. They freely give him their strength. Indeed, most of the Massassi are enthusiastic followers of their Dark Lord. With him as their leader, surely they will once again become Sith, conquerors of worlds. The Massassi can believe whatever they like as long as they continue to obey me. As the Massassi carry out his grandiose plans, Exar Kun continues his research into the mysteries of Yavin 4. This old temple, the guardian creature, was placed here to protect a great power. I can feel something more, something ancient deep below. Freedom Nad said that this Naga Sadow was a Sith alchemist. He knew secrets beyond powers of the Jedi. Sadow's curse is gone, but his magic power lives on. A power that could easily destroy me unless I learn to master it. So master it I shall. In the months since he abandoned Master Vodo, Exar Kun has plunged deep into the galaxy's dark past. On Onderon, he found the tomb of Freedom Nad, and Nad's spirit, who led him to the Sith mausoleums on Korriban. Now, beneath the ancient temples of Yavin 4, he penetrates the hidden world of Sith magic. Of course, the spacecraft that brought the original Sith renegades to the jungle moon of Yavin. If it still operates, I won't have to be stranded on this moon. In a hidden chamber next to the Sith starship, Exar Kun finds a trove of equipment, the apparatus of Sith alchemy. Amazing! Now we can get to the heart of things. Leaving her daughter in the care of Master Thon, Nomi Sunrider has traveled with Kay Keldroma and Tot Donita to the Empress Tita system. This is it. We're in parking orbit directly over Sinagar. Are you sure you want to go through with this?
The hardest part will be finding Ulik. I can't seem to reach him with the Force.
Nor can I. I still think we should go and as a team and take him out of there if he's still alive.
No, we can't risk compromising Ulik. I need to contact him in secret. If he's still alive, I need to find out what he learned about the craft. Prepare to launch the escape pod.
Good luck, Nomi. Give us a signal when you're ready to be picked up. Or if you need some firepower, we'll hide the Nebulan Rager in the shadow of the Titan moon. Landing the pod outside of Sinagar, Nomi secretly makes her way into the city, searching for Ulik Keldroma. Reaching out to Ulik with the Force, she feels nothing except the dark power that inhabits the great iron citadel of the Krath. Instinctively, she realizes Ulik is there, and there is a simple way to get to him. She must let herself be captured. She must reveal she is a Jedi. The lightsaber which she still uses with reluctance will make her an attractive prize to these Krath. Unexpectedly, the power of the Krath warriors is immense. She must defend herself or die. The dark side of the Force is the strength with which they wield their weapons. She wants to test this power, find its limits. Her opponents are unaware that her Jedi battle meditation would be enough to defeat them. Getting herself captured proves far easier than she expected, but she has measured the strength of the enemy. What now? Will you kill me? We have our orders. Lay down your weapon, Jedi, and you will not be harmed. At that moment, in the Krath war room, Oleg Kaldroma is proving that he is sincere about helping Satel and Alima. This gear mechanism has been obsolete for 35 years. These primitive concussion weapons you're using need to be replaced if the Krath are going to expand their influence beyond the system. The Jedi and Republic warships are all armed with new lasers.
I suggest we give Keldroma command to our armed forces. He is more versed in the art of modern warfare than we are.
Why so? He can hand us over to the Jedi for judgment. I have just received interesting news. Another Jedi woman has landed secretly in Sinagar. What is it, Keldroma? The beginning of an invasion? You were sent to Sinagar to infiltrate us, weren't you? No, it is as I said, I came of my own volition. But this woman, who is she? You're about to find out. Bring her in. Know me, I told you. Ha! So you know this woman? Yes, I know her well. She is a Jedi Knight. Oleg feels both Satel and Alima's reaching for his throats, trying to discern his feelings for Nomi Sunrider. He dares not flinch or risk destroying everything he has gambled for. To mask his true feelings, he lets his anger come to the fore. Nomi Sunrider, why have you followed me to Sinagar? Didn't I warn you to stay away? She doesn't answer. What do you think, Keldroma? As your new military commander, would you be willing to carry out the execution? Take her to the dungeons. Hold her for interrogation. No, that's too risky. We don't want to know what powers she has. I say she must be quickly destroyed. This is a moment of choice for Ulic Keldroma. Will he reveal his true intentions now and risk the destruction of both Nomi and himself? Or will he maintain the facade and depend on Nomi's ability to take care of herself? The choice seems obvious to him. Very well, Satel. I will do it myself, tomorrow at dawn. But the accusation in the eyes of Nomi Sunrider will stay with him for the rest of his life. Yavin 4. Exar Kun has unearthed a trove of Sith alchemical lore left behind by the original group who fled here to the fourth moon of Yavin. Fortunately, since my encounter on Korriban, I can read the ancient Sith glyphs. These scrolls explain the process by which Sith magicians altered the form of living creatures. Fear not, Zimthraner. The scrolls say the transformation is painless. Zithmar, the Masasasi priest, has agreed to be the first to receive the ancient empowerment. The legends speak of magical metamorphosis and alchemy that can make a warrior into a god. Focused on you, Zithmar, the dark side of the Force will transform you into the greatest of all Masasi. Poor Zintamanar. He wasn't allowed to read Nagasadaw's scrolls. He doesn't know the long-dead Sith magician had one purpose in his alchemical life. He doesn't know the long-dead Sith magician had but one purpose in his alchemy of life. Nagasadaw believed the natural order of the universe belonged to him. With his Sith alchemy, he sought to create armies of monstrosities, beasts of war, malformed servants of death. And so does Exar Kun. It is done! The matrix opens! Let us see if the Sith writings speak the truth, or whether they are the mad mutterings of superstitious ancients. Ah, praised Zithmar, what a wonder! The ancient Sith writings speak the truth. Sinagar. Knowing that Satel is watching his every move, Ulic Keldroma Ulik Keldroma can't risk letting his thoughts flow out to Nomi Sunrider. A servant droid that brings food to the prisoner provides a handy means of communication. Nomi, I'm doing everything I can to get you released, but use your power to leave if you can. Return to Ossus and tell the masters to wait a while longer. I have learned much about the craft, but I need to know more. I need more time.
Well, Ulik, I think Satel believes you now that you have firmly denounced the Jedi woman. He is busy preparing an especially painful punishment for her, and tomorrow you will carry out the execution.
You have never doubted me, have you?
Let's say I trust my own power. I'm sure you came here with the intention of spying on us, but more interesting things preoccupy you since your arrival?
A strange vertigo suffuses Oleg's mind. Yes, Nomi is self-reliant. She will know how to escape. He must go forward with his work. He sees the desire Alima feels for him as a means to an end. She is the instrument by which he will conquer the dark side. But Oleg does not bargain on the watchfulness of Satal Keto. Come with me, droid. My master has a job for you. I will come at once, sir. But I need to know more. I need more time. Tell them not to come looking for me. When I have learned everything I need to know about the dark side, I will return to Ossus. Please understand, I must break the power of Keto and Alima. They are responsible for the death of Master Arca. As my cousin fawns over the Jedi fool, he prepares to destroy us, but I will destroy him. Norgor, have the Jedi woman brought to me. Send 20 men. She is very powerful, and I want you to go at once and assassinate Keldroma. Alima will protest. Ignore her. Yes, Lord Keto. Deep in the subterranean craft dungeons, Nomi Sunrider remains a prisoner, weighed down with the dread that she has arrived too late.
Oleg, why can't I sense you? Have you really abandoned us? I can't believe that. This place is thick with dark force trying to snuff me out. I can't even reach Kay and Tot.
Come with us, Jedi. Lord Satel wishes to have words with you. It is time to leave this place. With great effort, Nomi forms an image of two warriors turning against each other. What's she doing? The image grows brighter as her battle meditation begins to take hold. Grab her! She's trying to use the power, Jedi. She's trying to use the Jedi power. Like Arcanian dragons, the Titans turn upon each other with mortal violence. Traitors! The rest join in, and Nomi Sunrider walks through the slaughter to freedom. Darksiders can be so brutish, their minds are dulled by the light starvation. A comlink. Good. Using her Jedi battle meditation to subdue a host of adversaries, Nomi finds secret access to the streets of Sinagar.
Kay, Tot, if you can hear me, come at once. We must take Oleg out of this madness.
Meanwhile, as the hour of her execution draws near, Oleg prepares to visit the detention area. To make sure Nomi has escaped. Strange, I don't feel quite myself. Is it that Sith poison, or am I feeling the effects of Alima's power? If Alima is working to undermine Oleg's determination, others are intent on his destruction. Die, Jedi! The assassin sent by Satal Keto attacks with unbridled ferocity. Suddenly, Oleg's reflexes come fully awake.
Keldroma, what is it?
Your cousin's work, I'm afraid. Yes, I know the assassin. He is Satal's slave. Satal is so stupid. It was his idea to attack the Jedi Assembly on Diniba. He's so brutish, he lacks your subtlety. I have no more time for flattery. I have work to do. Don't try to stop me. Altered by Nomi's comlink message, Kay and Tot bring the Nebulian Rangers screaming in over Sinagar. Ah! These are the coordinates. Where is she? There she is, Nomi. What's the plan? That tunnel leads directly into the fortress. I disposed of the guards. We'll go in and...
That tunnel leads directly to the fortress. I disposed of the guards. We'll go to the royal quarters and bring out Ulik.
What are we waiting for? Let's get him. But word of Nomi's Sunrider escape has reached Seitel Kito. More Jedi Knights. My dungeons will overflow with these fools. Not from the looks of it, Kito. If you know what's good for you, you'll hand over Ulik Keldroma at once. Wait, I sense him. My brother, he's here. Ulik suddenly appears on the balcony with Seitel Kito. Yes, Kay, I'm here, and this is the man who murdered Master Arca. There's only one way to deal with Arca's killer. Careful, Jedi. Didn't your master tell you that anger is not the way? Some things can't be forgiven. Some crimes deserve the justice of hatred. Aha! Waves of anger wash over Ulik, obliterating all thought. And then a sensation he's never felt before, a fire creeping through his veins, merging with the anger that consumes him. The Sith poison, Jedi, the Sith poison, I got you now. The ancient Sith were masters of alchemy. They understood how to multiply the chemistry of rage in a man's veins. Never! It is the anger. The anger ignites the Sith poison I injected the day you arrived. You'll see. Come on, Ulik. Let's get out of here. They're sounding the alarm. In a second we'll be fighting a zillion Krath killers. Get away from me. I swear I'll kill you all. Something's wrong with him. Grab him, Kay. We've got to leave. But the process that has begun in Ulik builds to catastrophic levels, unleashing waves of dark side energy in his body and against his friends. Get away! Okay, let's pull back and think this over. We'll bring back about 1,000 Jedi and clean up this Krath mess.
But we can't leave him.
Yes, we can. Get on the ship. Under the fire of ground troops and pursued by Krath warships, the Nebulan Ranger jumps to the safety of hyperspace. The 3 young Jedi are hurt stick, leaving Ulik behind, but clearly they had no choice. Okay, we're clear. Asa says to return to base for now. It has taken Nomi a long time to give her heart to Ulik Keldroma, and now she is shattered by his betrayal and madness.
At the last moment when he attacked us, I felt something. Kay Ulik is lost to us. I can feel it. We'll never get him back.
Nomi, Kay, Tot, forgive me. I know now what Freedom Nad meant when he spoke to me on Onderon. I am on a path from which is no return. Yavin 4, Exar Cohen has brought the ancient Sith starship to the light of day. When I destroyed Freedom Nad, he contacted others to warn them against me. The amulet has shown me they too are using Sith power. That makes them a threat to my work. Nagasadal's ship was perfectly preserved. Now that I am no longer stranded on the Yavin moon, it is time to put my power to good use. It is time to reach out these fellow students of Freedom Nad and destroy them. Ossus. Ossus. Jedi Knight, Kay Keldroma, and Dace Diath are testing the experimental new Star Saber attack ships in the arid mountains near the Knossos spaceport. There's the bird Dace moving right into your sights, but watch those rock formations. I'm on the scoop, Kay. Kay and Dace aren't in pursuit of a robot drone designed to simulate the evasive tactics of the deadly dragon bird on Onderon. Now, let's see if the targeting computer can follow his moves. With the skill of a seasoned combat pilot, Dace Dieth nails the drone with his wing cannon. But for one split second, the Jedi's eye wanders from his flight path. Whoa! Where'd that rock come from? Dace! In these treacherous canyons, a split second is all it takes to lose a good ship and a good Jedi. Dace is gone! I told him! The two young Jedi were training for an important rescue mission, but their chase has ended in tragedy. Or so it seemed. He's alive! Using the Jedi power of levitation, Dace Dieth lowers himself to the sands of Ossus. Nice job you did on that, new fighter. The stick was giving me a sluggish response. Fortunately, I had time to step out just before she hit the rocks. Guess the Star Saber ships still need work. We probably shouldn't use them on the mission to Singar. As Kay and Dace return to base, the other Jedi Knights greet their ally from Onderon. Oron Kira, who will join the attack, run to Sinagar. Glad you're bringing your beast riders. Oron, how much do their mounts eat? Not much, about 100 kilos of raw vegetable matter a day. Listen up, we just got word. Dace crashed one of his Star Sabers. Are you okay, Dace? What happened? I'm fine, but the Saber fighter still got some bugs in him. Maybe we'd better just take on the Stingers on the run. We don't have enough Stingers to protect the beast transport. Listen, I can handle a Star Saber. Just push the stick a little early and use the Force. I can fly it.
He can have it. I like my little Stinger.
If Dace wants another shot at the Saber, I won't stop him. Now that Oron and the war beasts are here, I guess we're ready to go.
Hold on, Kay. The Masters want to have a word with us before we leave.
The great Jedi Masters of this era spent part of each day meditating together in the Force. Our apprentices have come to receive our approval for the task that they must accomplish. Respectfully, the young Jedi Knights wait to be acknowledged. But are they wise in seeking to turn Kulik Keldroma from the path he has chosen?
My brother is in great danger. We know the Krath has poisoned him with Sith poisons. We've got to pull him out of there. I agree with Kay. I trust Ulik, but the Sith evil has already touched him deeply. We've got to get to him before they destroy him.
Certain things are a matter of destiny, and certain things are a matter of choice. It is possible Ulik Keldroma will teach himself a much-needed lesson by his own foolish actions. I don't agree, Thon. Sometimes entities who have been initiated in the dark side can seduce the Jedi into giving way to power and anger. Once rage is unleashed, it is difficult to control. It leads one farther and farther to the power of the light. It even destroys ordinary common sense.
I have seen my own apprentice, Exar take the dark path. I have tried to help him, and will continue to do so. But every Jedi is a free Jedi. It would be unwise to attempt to coerce anyone to hold to the light against their will.
But Master Vodo, I cannot let those people destroy my brother. Jedi must help each other.
We understand, and you have our permission to carry our mission. But if Ulik Keldroma has chosen the dark side, he must remain free to experience the consequences of his choices. That is the Jedi way. Once the choice is made, the way is through, not back. If Keldroma is destroyed, others will not perform the destruction. He will destroy himself.
Sinagar, Exar Kun, and two of his Masasi have made their way to the Iron Citadel where the Krath commands its reign of terror over the Empress Tita system.
Why, since my fellow students of Freedom Nad behind these walls?
Kun has come to Sinagar to kill his potential rivals, Oleg Keldroma and Alima.
Oleg, this amulet is for you. It belonged to Satan. A great Jedi gave it to him.
Let me see it, Alima.
Perhaps it will help you conquer the dark side. Perhaps it will give you an advantage over me.
This is a Sith talisman like the ones we found on Onderon, but more powerful. You take a great risk giving it to me.
I am enjoying our contest, but I'm winning too easily. Perhaps I want you to be stronger. Perhaps I'd like to be conquered.
As the talisman in Oleg's hand begins to glow, another Sith amulet responds. Interesting. They have a Sith amulet, the mate of this one. These users of the dark side power are definitely a threat to my work. I won't leave Sinagar until they are both dead. Suddenly, the sky over Sinagar responded with thunder. Looking up, Exar Kun realizes he may not have to do the killing himself. The attack force forms on Ossus. 4 Jedi, 1-man fighters, and the Onderon Warbeast transports have emerged from the hyperspace undetected. All stations to status red. The Citadel is under attack. The Tethan defenders are caught off guard, and the Jedi attack force sweeps into the forbidden inner city behind the Citadel walls. Okay, team, the Craft Palace is at the end of the far courtyard. Hit the main defenses tower. Okay, team, the Craft Palace is at the end of the far courtyard. Hit the main defenses towers at 06 and 09.
This is Jedi 3. I'm on the 09 Ganos. This is Jedi 3. I'm on the 09 Ganos.
It's all yours, Shanib.
Shanib Kulu sees only in the Force, but she handles... Shanib Kulu sees only in the Force, but she handles her Stinger fighter flawlessly, and her aim is accurate and deadly. Flying close formation, the attack fighters' deflector shields reinforce each other and form a protective wall around the unshielded Warbeast transport. The Craft Palace is straight ahead. Let's go find Oleg.
Oss, there's a gun emplacement protecting the palace. I'm pulling out to hit it. No, Daze, stay in formation. Don't break the shield array. Ignoring Oss, Willem order. Daze turns his Star Saber against the big Tezen guns, weapons that were redesigned by Oleg Keldroma. Uh-oh, this ship is even more sluggish than the one I crashed. But hard-won experience and the Force give Dace the edge he needs to take control of the new fighter. Okay, Dace, not bad. Now let's get back in formation. We're almost... Okay, Dace, not bad. Now let's get back in formation. We're almost there. The attack force reaches its objective, the royal residence, and takes a stationary position long enough to drop 3 Onderonian warbeasts. The Beast Riders rescues Oron Kira idea. Months ago, he used a similar plan on Onderon to capture his wife to be Princess Gaia. Kira's Beast Riders steer their mounts into their royal quarters with Jedi Commandos Nomi Sunrider, Kay Keldroma, and Kurtok on board.
K-Tok, take the guards. I'll deal with the Sith sorcerers.
Kay, are you insane?
Oleg, quick, get to the war beasts. We're taking you home. You're not taking anybody anywhere, Jedi woman. By the Sith power, I abjure you. May fear consume you. May your life shrivel and die.
As Alima's chimeras take form, Naomi's Jedi battle meditation is intensely focused on the life energy in the room. Alima's apparitions are the outward aspects of wave of dark side oppression, anguish, and despair that assaults the mind of Nomi Sunrider. Nomi has prepared for this moment with weeks of training under the Jedi Masters of Ossus.
I rest the light side of the Force that is my power. As a light I expand, filling this room, dissolving these dreadful illusions. Oleg, help me, this woman wants to kill me.
Nomi, why are you here? Didn't I tell you to stay away?
Why? Because I love you. Now come with us. Leave this place.
Outside in the courtyards of the Krath Citadel, the attack force continues to circle the great transport, holding position until the rescue is complete. Team alert! We've got fresh killers at 016. Teeth and Chaos fighters suddenly appear and begin to pound the Jedi ships. Below, a mysterious figure strides through the battlefield, untouched by fire or shrapnel. Os Williams sweeps wide to take out a Chaos fighter. His eyes are drawn to the imposing figure. That man is a Jedi. I'm immensely strong in the Force, but what's he doing here? I have a strange feeling that I'm going to know that Jedi and learn from him. Meanwhile, in the royal quarters, Kay and Nomi try desperately to convince Ulic to return to Ossus with them, of his own free will. Ulic, you can't conquer the dark side. You're not ready for that kind of stuff. Come on, come back to Ossus. We'll take the Nebulan Ranger on a voyage, see some of the wild worlds. See some of the wild worlds. The galaxy is full of great things to do. Kay, you sound like a stupid kid.
Master Arca is dead. Have you asked yourself why he hasn't appeared to you? It's because you've turned to the dark side. Arca is calling to you and you won't listen.
You're both crazy. I'm here because the rest of you are cowards, even if the Masters are cowards. The Sith teachings are loose in the galaxy. People are turning to the dark side. Master Arca died because I wasn't strong enough, because I was a weak Jedi like you. Listen to me. I do this for Arca. I do this for all of you. I am not under the power of the dark side. Now get away from me. I never asked you to intercede in my work. I don't need you. Go! You're not yourself, Ulic. The Sith poison has hurt you. Anybody can see anger has got hold of you. Ulic, turn to the light. Let your mind rest in the Force.
Ulic, turn to the light. Let your mind rest in the Force. Your destiny is not among the craft. It is with your friends.
Nomi, I know what you're doing. You're trying to push me to your battle meditation. I won't have it. I won't have it. I said, back off. Watch it. He's using a Sith amulet. They're deadly. I got him. Grab the amulet. Brother, we aren't going to argue with you. We're taking you back to Ossus. Me and Taka are using the Force to hold him. Get the beast ready on ground. We're ready to strap him on the back of Trasher.
Wait, listen to me. We're leaving Ulic here.
What? Leave him? Are you nuts? Leaving him here will be the death sentence.
Kay, you know what the Masters told us. Ulic will come by his own choice, or not at all. That is the Jedi way.
That's it then? All this fighting for nothing? Nomi's right. I hate to admit it, but she's right. No, she's wrong. This is my brother. She's tossing to the dark side. You heard them, Kay. Let me go. No, you're coming back to Ossus. I'm not leaving you here to die. Come on, Kay. You were there when the Master spoke. No, can't any of you understand the dark power already has him? I can't leave Ulic.
Ulic, I don't regret coming back here. I've learned something I should have known before. Some things are not resolved by force or struggle, or even by love. If a Jedi chooses the dark side, he must be allowed to reap the consequences of his choices. I'm in charge of this mission. We will leave without you.
Reluctantly, Kay Eldroma accepts Nomi's decision. Privately, he plans to return to Sinagar at the first opportunity. You're wise to call off this foolish mission. Leave quickly and none of you will be hurt. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. My work here will soon be complete. Yes, Ulic?
Yes, Ulic Eldroma, you know what you're doing. You're your own. Be careful.
Something is over between Ulic and Nomi. A choice has been made, a path taken. Bright possibilities are closed off forever. Alima, now you know everything about me. I came here to destroy you, to avenge the death of my master.
Don't be silly. I told you weeks ago that I saw through your plan. I enjoy you. You are a worthy adversary. I am glad you have picked me over that arrogant Jedi woman. Keldroma, I am your destiny.
Okay, team, this is Os. Here come the riders. Prepare to withdraw.
Copy. Jedi 1. I got one more of those pesky cow ships on my tail. Where did he come from?
As the Sinagar mission retreats under fire, Shawnib Kuru brings down a last Chaos Fighter, seeing nothing, sensing her target only with the Force. I'm sorry for Kay, and the others. They are good Jedi. They mean well, but I must see this through.
Have you destroyed Satal? You have destroyed Satal. Who knows? Perhaps you will destroy me and the others who rule Tita. Or perhaps your brother is right. Perhaps the Dark Power has already won.
As Ulic and Alima give in to the Dark Desire, another Jedi appears without warning. My enemies, I am Exar Kun. Facing the sudden intrusion, Alima is relieved to find her Sith magic is still intact.
Another of your Jedi Knights? But there is a great darkness on this one.
This must be the Sith pretender Freedom Nad warned you about. Pretender? Nad only taught you the beginnings of Sith power, woman, but I have learned everything. As for you, Keldroma, you are a Jedi who is dwelling himself. As for you, Keldroma, you are a Jedi who is deluding himself. The moment you realize the dark side is your true power, you will become a threat to my work. It is you who are the Dark Jedi, not I. You've made a fatal mistake coming here. Both Jedi are master swordsmen. Neither can claim an advantage with the lightsaber. As Ulic parries Khan's savage thrusts, the Sith amulets begin to glow, their inner workings awakening from 1,000 years' sleep. What? The amulets! The light side of the ancient talisman expands and then joins into one brightness, enveloping the two warriors in mysterious energies. This is a moment conceived in the long-forgotten time when the Sith were a mighty race of magicians. A time when the Sith people were being driven to extinction by the Jedi Knights and the armies of the Galactic Republic. A time when Sith magic learned how to construct amulets to carry a message down through the centuries. A message from the reigning Dark Lord of the Sith. Cease! You of the future, hear me well. The two amulets are joined. The time is upon you. You have chosen. Now you are the chosen. Who are you? I know him. I've seen his mummified remains on Korriban. It matters not who I am. My power is all that concerns you. You have both found the amulets and each other. Now the power of these amulets is joined, and I have come. I now complete your initiation to the power of the dark side, so that you may bring to pass the great destiny foretold. Exar Kurn, because of you the Sith will never die. You have rightly earned the title of the Dark Lord of the Sith. This other Jedi, Ulic Keldroma, he too has taken the Dark Road. Keldroma will be your first and foremost apprentice. By your free choice, both of you have become part of the grand design. In my time, even as the Galactic Republic battles us to extinction, we now secure the future, when the Sith will take their revenge.